It is time for another Impact Give Back sponsored by Bart. Today we are learning more about a local nonprofit that is helping turn the dreams of entrepreneurship into reality. The name of the organization is El Centro, and joining now with more about this organization is the founder and executive director, Lindsay Navarro. Hello, darling.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Also, hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Buena, gracias. You know, I think it's so amazing what you are doing. I was so excited that you were coming on because you started this organization back in 2018. What was going on in your life that made you say, there needs to be an organization like El Centro?
So my background is in microfinance. I worked for one of the nation's largest micro lenders.
All right.
And I had the opportunity to travel the nation, and I realized that the Latino community was growing, and access to information and resources in Spanish in their native language was something that wasn't accessible in the major cities. And then I realized, hey, I've got this capacity to do this here. Why not start in my own home? And so that's how I started El Centro.
I think it's so amazing because you primarily focus on the Latinx community, and there is some reasons for that, right?
Yeah, so the Latino community is one of the fastest growing demographic groups in the nation.
Yes!
And here in South Louisiana, we've actually doubled in size since 2010. Post-Katrina, a lot of Latinos came to rebuild the city, and a lot of folks have actually stayed.
Wow.
And so while other minority groups are leaving the city, or other ethnic and racial groups are leaving the city, Latinos are coming in to fill that gap.
It's such a powerful organization because I was on your website, I was on your social media, I was just doing a deep dive into your organization because I lived in San Antonio, right, for 10 years. So I know how important it is to have workshops like this because let's be honest, everybody, we all want the American dream. And for a lot of people, that is the spirit of entrepreneurship. And one area of focus for you are these workshops that you offer. Talk to me about those.
Yeah, so we started programming back in 2018, like you were saying, with workshops that are specifically for individuals who want to start businesses or grow their businesses. So I mean, if you think about, like, if you were to move to France and start a business, you're like, how do I do this in French? Like, you're learning the language, and on top of that, you're trying to figure out what are the rules, what are the regulations. And so we help individuals register their businesses, formalize their businesses, scale existing operations, access the licensing and permits that they need to have their businesses operate legally. And then in addition to that, we focus on financial literacy. Financial literacy in this nation, I mean, cash is king and credit is queen. And if you don't understand the two and how they work together, it's really hard to build whatever dream you're working to achieve and to build that better future for our families.
I love that.
And so it's just, yeah, I love what we're doing. So the workshops are in Spanish. The topics change. So we have monthly programming that goes on. We have a monthly partnership also, just a workshop that's specifically for how to start a small business, what the process is to registering and formalizing that. And then we have additional programming that goes on. So we now have accelerator style programming. So programming that lasts multiple weeks or 2 months, even 7 weeks at a time. So there's one that's a crash course on business ownership and operating businesses called Impulsate, which means impulse yourself, right? And give you that push that you need. And then the other program is called Camino Financiero, which is a 2-month-long program where we teach people how to read their credit reports, how to build a personal budget, how to set their financial goals. I mean, they set their financial goals, and our mission is to make sure that they accomplish them.
I think it's so great what you're doing, and yes, the classes are in Spanish, everybody, but they do work with partners who can give you the same information in English if you need it. What are the requirements to be a part of these workshops, be a part of Impulsate? Because I'm sure there's some people watching this right now who are like, this is what I need to help me accomplish my American dream.
Yeah, so you just have to register. So I would say to visit our website, elcentrola.org, just sign up. There aren't any real requirements for participating. You just have to be interested in participating.
Perfect.
For the credit workshops or the credit programming, we ask that folks either have an ITIN number, which means that they are a taxpayer, or a social security number. This way we can actually pull their credit reports and we can see what's going on and help them build a credit action plan.
I think it's so great, and it's different types of businesses.
All types of businesses. I mean, we've worked with individuals who are contractors, providing janitorial services, people who want to start food trucks, restaurateurs. I mean, a little bit of everything. We've also worked with established business owners. So I mean, the sky's the limit. I love, my favorite part about my job is putting my MBA to good use, just making a change in the world, you know, that I really want to see, and making access to information is just so important.
It is, and you're so important, Lindsay. Thank you so much for being here. Tell your mother I say hello. She's here as support, everybody. Shout out to Madre. And look, everybody, if you want more information about El Centro, log on to their website, elcentrola.org. You can also call the number on your screen. All right, stick with